Hi there, good afternoon everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here today to talk about the new albums I purchased for the month of September. So yep, it's the end of the month already, and we're going to go over these albums. There's 8 in total. There was 5 until the other day, and then I bought 3 more. I had to take one in to trade. I traded it in, and he gave me a decent price on it, so I got myself 3 more. 3 for 1, right? Anyways, so I want to welcome you here to new albums purchased, show that we do at the end of the month, every month, in which I talk about the stuff that I've purchased that relates to the show for the month that we're in. So I put these in the kind of stack. So surprisingly enough, I have one kind of new wave-ish album, and then the rest of them, one that's kind of a little bit psychedelic, and then the rest of them are basically hard rock. Yeah, so it's been a hard rock month. So we're gonna start with the new wave-ish kind of folky type thing, pop if you want. And this is from Big Country. The album is The Crossing. This is an '83 release. So I like this band. There's something about them that interests me. This is my second album by them. Decided that it was there and I wanted to take it, so I did. I got this one, I think it was today or the other day, a couple days ago, I think. So pretty good album. As you see, it's on Mercury label, and it's a used album, but it's in immaculate condition. Nothing wrong with it. That's why I like these guys. I don't even have to check anymore. I just bring them home and play them because I know that they're going to be perfect. These guys won't take anything that's not perfect. So there are basically 9 tracks on the album. It's got a little booklet that comes with it, of course. Just basically the lyrics for the songs. These little pictures on each page for each song. You see them there. And then you have another one there. And then a couple more here. And then you have the list of the credits at the back here. It doesn't say anything about the band though, which is kind of weird. Like there's stuff about the album and stuff like facts and stuff like that, but there's nothing on the band members. Oh, it's all at the front here. That's why. Bruce Watson, Stuart Adamson, Tony Butler, and Mark Brzezinski. Yeah, there they are there, if you can see that. Additional vocals by Christine Beveridge. I don't know her. So, anyways, that's the first album on the list for the week. Big Country. I now have 2 of them. I have the one with the song Big Country on it, which I believe is this one. Actually, I have a feeling like I already have this one. But I thought the one I got was from '86. I'll have to check when I'm done. I do that sometimes. I forget what album I purchased. Okay, and I've taken some steps to rectify that. So what's been happening is that I get this collection of new stuff back there, and I haven't been getting to it as fast. So now I have a system. As you notice, there's now only 2 rows instead of 3 full. And that's because I got a new system and I try to get through all this stuff so at least I don't make these mistakes and purchase wrong albums. So next up, Atomic Rooster. This was the one that I didn't have in my box set. It's made in England, this one. Looks pretty solid. I don't know much about this album other than I'm sure I do not have it. As you can see, it's in good shape too. I like, I prefer the jewel cases over any of the other formats. It's got some pictures in here of the band members. One there. There. Yep, just the two guys, I guess, basically the two main two. Yep, I like these guys. Don't like them as much as I originally thought I was going to like them, but I still like them quite a bit. So that's Atomic Rooster, made in Japan. Next up is Uriah Heep's Abominog. Yep, I like this album cover quite a bit. It's one of the few I've actually heard this in its entirety before I actually purchased. This particular version has 6 bonus tracks on it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. You will probably see this in next month's series videos for the month, as it's going to be likely one of the ones I choose. But yep, pretty good, pretty solid looking album. It's got a little bit of a booklet, but not really a great deal of anything special. A little bit of a story about the album and the band. Nice shot here. Picture. More pictures of the band and different versions of the album cover here. Mick Box, a little written note from Mick Box there, and then of course the lyrics, which are so tiny I couldn't see them even if I wanted to. And then at the end you've got just a little bit of a list of the songs on the album, plus the bonus tracks as well. So Abominog, 1981 release, I believe. Doesn't say, but I believe it's an 81 release. I'm sure somebody out there will know. So Abominog, Uriah Heep. What a cool looking album, eh? Next up, Bachman Turner. Bachman Turner. This one's in a plastic package, so we'll take it out. Dispose of that. This is pretty much a BTO album, really. They didn't get permission to use the BTO label, but you've got 2 main guys there, Bachman and Turner there. Randy Bachman, C.F. Turner. It's got Randy Bachman vocals, lead guitar, C.F. Turner vocals and bass guitar, Mick Delavie background vocals and guitar, Brent Knudsen background vocals and guitars, and Mark LaFrance background vocals and drums. And then you have Denise McCann Bachman. I don't know why I said Dennis. Background vocals. And then Todd Sorensen on extra drums. So this is the album. They put this album out in the 2000s, so 2010 it looks like. Nice shot of them here. This is definitely, to me, a BTO album. If I was ranking them, I would rank this album in with them. Doesn't need the overdrive at the end to be a BTO album. Nice shot of everybody here. So, yep. And this is kind of a, this is not kind of, it is a digipack. So the booklet just goes in there. I don't like it because they slide out and get jammed in the holders on the wall there. Album's in good shape, as you can see. And like I said, it is a digipack, so it's difficult to get it to stay in place. Nice pictures, though. There it is. 2 different pictures. So Bachman Turner. That's my 4th one. Number 5 comes from Thin Lizzy, and this is Chinatown, released in 1980. Kind of like this one. It definitely looks like a menu at a Chinese food store, though. Gorham, Lynott, White, and Downey on this. Again, this is on Vertigo. Album's in good shape. All the ones I've purchased this month were all used. I didn't buy anything spectacular. I didn't want to spend too much this month. Just a 1 page, and the back page with the front and back on it. Now I seem to have gained the hiccups here for some reason. Next up, that's number 5. Number 6, one of 2 from this band. The Sweet. This is, I think, one of their first, if not. Is it this one or the other one? Sorry, this is not one of their first albums. This is one of the later albums by them. 4 bonus tracks on it, plus 10 of the regular tracks on it. Let me see if there's anything radio rememberable here. I don't see any. Oh, Love Is Like Oxygen is on this one. Pretty hard band. I like them a lot. Nice shot of all 4 of them here. Looking pretty normal there for a change. So it's, of course, it's got a list of the songs plus a guitar here. And the next page is the story about the Sweet, a little bit about the band. This is kind of cool. It's some kind of an industrial thing going on. And then some lyrics and stuff. And this is just a list of records. But this has Love Is Like Oxygen, the single version, and the original version as well. Yep, I'll be definitely listening to this for sure. So this is Level Headed by The Sweet, released in 78, according to the back of the novel here. Next up is The Sweet's Funny How Sweet Cocoa Can Be. A little bit different. Got the 4 guys sitting on a cocoa candy wrap. There's a picture of them on the front, as you can see, and then another picture, cut out picture of their heads on the back. So this has 12 tracks on it, normal tracks that is, like that go with the original album. And then they have an additional, looks like 5, an additional 10 songs in the bonus tracks. There's some outtakes and a few other things here. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that funny is on here. Yep, another great album. Another one from The Sweet. This will definitely be playing a lot, I'm sure of. Oh, I didn't take the book out to show you. So basically the disc looks okay. You can see that. And this is a regular jewel pack, and then you have 4 guys there, and a picture of the inside. This is just some pictures of some of their albums and stuff. Another picture of them all in concert. Brian Conley, Andy Scott, Steve Price, and Mick Tucker. The Sweet, great band. Very underrated band, if you ask me. The Sweet. Next up is the final album. This is Blue Oyster Cult. This album is the Ghost Stories. Sorry, Ghost Starts. What am I talking about? So as you can see, the album's in good, solid condition. And show you the back here too. It's kind of a bit of a haunting one. I might actually use this for the scary one. I kind of like it. So it's got the lyrics for the songs. And I believe it doesn't give a list of the songs here, maybe on the back. There's 12 on this album. Nice picture there. So this has Eric Bloom, guitar, keyboards, and vocals. Albert Bouchard, drums and vocals. Joe Bouchard, bass, guitar, keyboards, percussion, and vocals. Alan Lanier, guitar and keyboards. Donald Buck Darmer, Rosier on guitar and vocals, and Rick Downing on drums. Really? Okay. And Richie Castellano here as well, additional guitar and keyboards and vocals. So this has got to be, oh, this is from 2024, really. Okay, I didn't know that. So this is probably a greatest hits then, is it not? That I didn't know. The reason I think this is probably a greatest hits is because you've got the Bouchards are on here, and that it was released in 24, unless they just added some uptakes to some of the albums, but I'm not sure. So if somebody out there knows, they'll tell me. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Or today, I should say. That's what's new for this month. Just bought some albums without really checking on anything, but I think I like most of them anyways. Generally, there's about 2 to 3 dozen bands that I'll buy just about anything that I see on them because I like them, and I know I will. I try to avoid compilations because I prefer the studio albums or the live albums, but sometimes I make the mistake and buy a compilation. It happens. But yeah, for some of these bands, I would definitely, the Blue Oyster Cult one, I'll show them again. Blue Oyster Cult, I definitely will buy just about anything from them. Sweet's pretty much in the same boat. This is level-headed from the Sweet. The other one is Funny How Sweet Cocoa Can Be. Thin Lizzy's Chinatown. They're another band I pretty much will. This one I want it for my collection. This one I had no problem buying them. Uriah Heep and Deep Purple to me are very similar. I either love them or I don't care for the album much. It does happen. Atomic Rooster is kind of in that same thing, but I needed that one for the collection as well, and I think I might have bought this one already, so we're going to find out. I'm going to look after. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of new albums purchased, or my album hauls for the month of September. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about any of the albums, you can in the comment section below, and we will be back next month, at the end of next month, the end of October, with another collection of new albums purchased. So take care and have yourself a good day and a good night and goodbye.